Is this Mrs. Barnett?
I see you were on the path to adopting. We have a little girl here. She is 7, and she has dwarfism.
And what's her name?
Natalia Grace.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm diving into Good American Family, the new drama series starring Ellen Pompeo and Mark Duplass. This series isn't just a simple retelling of the real-life case. It explores multiple perspectives, particularly those of the Barnett family and Natalia Grace. The central mystery questions whether Natalia was truly a child in need or an adult posing as one, and it dives into the complex emotions and motives of everyone involved. The episode opens in 2019 with Christine Barnett's arrest for child abuse and neglect, immediately set in a dramatic tone. From there, we flash back to 2010 when Christine and her husband Michael were a seemingly ordinary people raising 3 kids, including their autistic son. Christine was known for her work with autistic children, so it made sense that they consider adopting Natalia when approached by a social worker. However, from the very start, there were red flags. The social worker, who already seemed shady, guilt-tripped them into accepting Natalia by implying that she wouldn't survive in a group home. And that manipulation was subtle but effective. But did you catch that moment when she left the room to get Natalia and there was all that noise? If I had been Christine and Michael, I would have walked right out then and there. I would have told my kids, come on. I think this is a mistake. Now, the financial burden quickly became an issue too, especially when Michael realized they would be responsible for over $7,000 in medical bills. His reaction was understandable. Like, how are we supposed to afford this? And that social worker was very quick when she was like, we're not responsible of Natalia's medical bills. The last family had paid for her medical expenses, but they haven't fully paid the rest. So we're going to transfer that money right to you guys. I would have been like, nope, don't want to do it. I changed my mind. Like, there was red flags everywhere. Even the scene when they went to Myrtle Beach and they was looking around like, this could not be the adoption agency. It was looking like a ran by Motel 6. It was looking dingy. It was looking dirty. It was looking crazy. And I would have turned my car right back around. But again, at the time, they still wanted to meet Natalia or whatnot. And they was just like, you know what? We're going to adopt her. We're so excited and so forth. But like I said, there were clues. There were red flags everywhere. And to be honest, they just ignored it. At one point, when the family was eating out, the boys asked to go down to the beach, and Christine immediately agreed. But when Natalia asked Christine, is this, she finished her food first, and Natalia's response, she completely snapped. Then the way she bolted towards the beach without her walker was suspicious. She wasn't even trying to hide her true physical abilities. That moment made Michael start questioning whether she was faking her condition or not. If I would have seen that, I would have been like, oh, you forgot your walker. Like, what are you doing? But it seems like every time she get angry or gets so upset, she leave that damn walker and she bolts out. Now, later when Natalia saw her new bedroom, she didn't even seem grateful at that neither. At first, she assumed Christine had decorated, but when she learned Michael was responsible, her tone shifted slightly. And if you paid attention, you could tell Michael favored Natalia more than Christine did. It was clear he had a soft spot for her, which created tension between him and Christine. Natalia, meanwhile, seemed to enjoy the chaos, smirking as the couple argued. Even before Natalia entered the picture, Christine and Michael were already dealing with murder issues. Christine maintained a structured, almost controlled demeanor, trying to convince herself that everyone was fine, and Michael, on the other hand, was more emotional and lenient, bending the rules. Their different parenting styles were already clashing, and Natalia's presence only amplified those problems. Christine confided in her oldest son about Natalia not liking her was another key moment. She was already sensing something was off, even if she couldn't fully articulate it yet. There were just too many inconsistencies, too many moments that didn't add up. And I like where Christine kind of looked at Natalia like, girl, you are doing this on purpose. Like, what are you doing? And like I said, before Natalia came into the picture, they was already having issues. And of course, I forgot to mention that Christine does, favor her artistic son, because Michael in the beginning was like, it is past 12 o'clock. He should be in bed. And then you have Christine that says, well, he's working on his quantum physics, so let him be. And so that also put a little bit of a strain as well. This episode did a great job setting the stage for what's to come. It wasn't just about the adoption itself. It was about the emotional strain on the Barnett family and the slow unraveling of a mystery that will ultimately explode into controversy. Seeing the events unfold from their perspective helped highlight the confusion and frustration they must have felt. When I read an article from Variety.com and Mark Duplass, that plays Michael, that he was skeptical about doing the series. And he stated this: look, there is a documentary, there is a movie called Orphan that has similar themes. It's been in the press. Why do we need another rip from the headline stories? But after Duplass sat down with showrunners Katie Robbins and Sarah Sutherland to hear their idea of telling multiple different perspectives to explore hidden bias, he found the Rashomon type structure compelling. That was really exciting for me because it hasn't really been seen in the miniseries format. Now, I will agree with Mark Duplass when he says that, we keep exploring the same story over and over again because, like he said, there are movies of Orphan 1 and 2, which I watched, by the way, and I actually really enjoy those movies. But it's like, how many times do we have to do that? How many times do we have to explore the story of Natalia Grace? Whether or not if she was an actual child or if she was an adult the entire time. A matter of fact, I believe on ID Network or ID Discovery Channel, they have a whole series or episode, I think it's like 3 episodes about the real life of Natalia Grace, and she tells her perspective, and the family, I forgot the family name, they tell their perspective as well. And so I kind of understand what Mark Duplass is saying regarding this, but I'm glad that he took on the role because he is doing a good job in this series especially for the first episode. He's been doing a great job. So like I said before, I did enjoy the first episode. I cannot wait to watch episode 2. If you have not watched Good American Family, please do. Okay, you can check that out on Hulu. Let me know what your thoughts of the first episode, because this first episode was wild. Okay, it was crazy. So thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe, and until then, see you later.